I'll keep as well.
Alright, turn 1, I'm going to play this tap land. It lets me surveil.
It's kind of bad, but I'm going to keep
I'll put this in the graveyard and pass.
I'll do.
We gotta draw.
Wilds.
You're good.
I'll do an Evolving Wilds, tap, and search for land.
Yep.
And then
Hell yeah.
after that, I'll pass.
Sure. Bleach Bomber should mix black or white.
And humble, right?
Oh, I'm so humble. I'm the most humble.
I'm gonna play Cartel Aristocrat. It's a 2/2. I can sacrifice another creature to give her protection from a color until end of turn. Pass.
Are you playing Rally the Ancestors? It's crazy.
No.
Play a Swamp. And then I will pass.
Yeah, because he's 6 on there, you're at 11. He's more than 6. And then he's going to die. Don't know if it will work this. I don't know.
Inspiring Advantage.
Ouch.
You're going to shock yourself and then pass.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Don't worry about it.
Birthright Boon. I'll get this blade hold of 4.
You plan on a claw whip. Wait, a blight slip. Have one. Interesting.
Nice. Make me lose my just 2 turns.
No, you did, didn't you?
Or one of my other spells. Because they're all not this one.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want that.
Sorry, did you say pass?
Yes.
Tap. Draw.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Another Bleach Converge. And then I'm going to play Infestation Sage. It is a 1/1 that when it dies, I get a 1/1 token that flies. And I'll attack for 2.
I'm just gonna cast this.
And then you're go.
Draw. I'll play a Swamp.
I was only in blood die.
Force into Swamp.
Yep.
For White Assassin.
Okay.
Instead of
Enters, target creature gets -1.
Why would I do that?
I'll stack it to the Aristocrat in response just to give her protection from black.
Okay.
And then I get a token.
Mirax.
Is that protection till the end of turn?
Yeah.
And then I will pass the turn.
Cool. I got an insect and then draw.
Perfect.
Land for turn.
Yep.
I'll play another Infestation Sage. And then I will pass the turn.
Play a
What's this
Swamp.
double strike?
Oh, that's double strike?
Do you want to do it non-attack?
No. I'll still attack.
Okay. Stop blocking with flags.
Well, 4 damage. Push.
Surge of Salvation. This is a 3. So you can.
Oh, shoot. That's right. I'm sorry.
So let's go.
Okay. Let's go back to 4.
Attack. 2 Swamp. +2 to enchant a creature.
Okay.
+2/+2 in his fly.
Okay.
And sacrifice 2 other creatures to regenerate this creature.
Sure.
So
Perfect.
I will swing
Go
for
ahead.
4 in the air.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then pass the turn.
On tap. Draw.
Needle Verge Pathway.
Halfway.
Planes. I'm gonna tap. Ooh, that's a tough one actually.
Lava Spur Boots. Here we go.
Let's have a black. Play Sterling Hellhound or whatever it's called. It's a 1/1 with Menace, and whenever a 2 power or less creature enters on my side, I get to surveil 1.
Okay.
And then I'm going to
On your instep, I'm gonna make a Midrange.
tap 3.
You can push that.
Starscape Cleric. It's a 2/1 that can't block, flying. And then whenever I gain life, each opponent loses a life. But it has 2 power, so I'm going to trigger the guy.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put this in the graveyard. It's another creature.
Sure.
Since you're tapped, let's go in
Combat.
1, 2, attack for 3.
Great.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Then I'll pass.
14 and 1 poison.
Tap.
1 poison. Hell yeah.
Snap. I will play another swamp. I'll tap 3 for Deadwood Shaman. When it dies, target opponent discards a card.
Sure.
And I will discard 1. I'll swing for 4 again.
I'll block with this 1/1 flyer.
And I'll pass turn.
Untap. Drop.
Go to combat.
Tap 1. I'm gonna play Hinterland Sanctifier. It's a rabbit. Whenever a creature comes in the battlefield under my control, I gain a life. Since this comes in, it has less than 2 power. I trigger this guy. Surveil 1. I'll leave that on top,
Yeah, I guess we can move.
I mean, that's it. Yeah.
and then I'll play a land.
Attack.
It was
You're gonna
Quasar
me. Alright,
Um,
fervent champions.
and then I'll go to combat.
Why?
I'm
No,
gonna attack like this.
I'm playing artifact or equipment.
1/1 with Menace means you need 2 blockers. 1/1 and then 2/1 flyer.
So 4.
4.
2. Right?
Here we go.
There's no way that's good.
It tutored both the pieces.
I'm gonna,
Play a land.
yeah, I'm gonna make a Mirrors. Sure. Go to mine?
You can't tell by his innocent demeanor.
That's a really terrible draw.
So
But what am I gonna do? Crap. Probably.
2 forest, 2 swamp,
Because I definitely need
4.
this much mana. I'm gonna go to combat. Sure.
Reach and other elves get +1/+1. And when it attacks, I gain 1 life for each attacking elf.
Okay.
I will pass the turn.
All right.
I will activate Legion Extreme.
Under.
Target Phyrexian. Sure. This gets
Drop.
destroyed. I'm gonna real loud. You're going.
Okay. I'm going to sack the infestation stage to Cartel Aristocrat, give her protection from black. Trigger, I get a insect.
Another one?
Then I'll have a creature enter, so I'll gain a life. That makes you lose a life, and then I'll also surveil 1. I will put this in the graveyard,
Your attack anyways.
and then I will use her ability to sack the rest of my guys,
Oh, I just.
You probably should.
No, I'm not going to.
and just give her protection from red, green, and blue. And then I'll sack this one for the 5th color.
I'm gonna channel this.
And then I'm going to tap 4.
Oh no, I don't have theory.
And I'm going to cast Raise the Past. I'm going to return all creatures with power 2 or less from my graveyard to the battlefield.
These are spirits.
which is all these guys. And then they're all going to come in at the same time, so I'm going to have a bunch of different triggers.
Sure.
The first trigger is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 6, 12, 13, 14. We're going to gain 14 increments of 1 life. And whenever I gain life, you lose life. So I'm going to deal you 14 damage.
Good account.
GG's. Game 2, I'm assuming you want to play?
Excuse me?
You want to play, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Sure.
I will draw first,
Sure. Alright, I'm going to...
since I had that
I'm
mulligan.
not going to draw, I'm going first. Here you go.
Pass the turn.
Drops. I'll play a swamp and pass.
Here you go.
Play forest. Tap 2. Timberpack
Some
Wolves.
rebellious, he's not
Gets
even-
+1/+1 for each other Timberpack Wolf.
Nice.
And I'll pass turn.
The rebel with all his moves.
To the courtyard. Comes in untapped if I have 2 or less lands in play before it. And then I'm going to cast Enduring Innocence. It's a 2/1 with lifelink. And then whenever 1 or more creatures with power 2 or less enters the battlefield, I draw a card once per turn. And then if it dies, it comes back, but as an enchantment. And it's not a creature anymore.
The fucking champion with one.
Pass.
Sure.
Equip the fucking champion with this.
Sure.
Equip the fucking champion with blade.
Yep.
Moves to combat.
Before you go to combat.
Free. Yeva's Force Mage. When it enters, target creature gets +2/+2 until the
Sure.
end of turn. And I'll switch to 4.
Take 4.
And pass turn.
Sure.
City 6.
Draw. Shadowy Backstreet, Surveil 1. I'll put a land in the graveyard. I'm going to play the Hellhound again.
Can you remind me what that does?
Yeah, it's a 1/1 with Menace, which means it needs 2 blockers at least.
I mean,
And then the other ability is the same here. Power 2 or less, creature comes in, but I Surveil.
Okay.
Which is looking at the top and putting it into the graveyard if I don't want it. But because it's a 1, I get to draw a card. And I'm out of black sources, so I think I'm gonna I'm passing.
I'll block one of them. Reflection.
I'll play a forest.
go to 5. Here we go.
Pass the turn.
One swamp +3 for Night Snare. Target opponent reveals their hand. I choose a card. Read the rest.
If you do, that player discards that card. If you don't, that player discards 2 cards. Oh, I see. Okay, here's my hand.
Yeah.
You can read them off if you want.
So it's if I don't pick one at all.
So whatever you pick, I can either discard that card, or I can discard 2 other cards instead. Or how does it do?
That's what I was
Oh, you may choose an online card from it. If you do, that player discards it. Oh, I'm sorry.
If I don't
you
pick a
get to
card.
pick, and if you don't pick, I discard 2.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you remind me what this one does?
So this guy is a 2/2 or 2/1, and whenever I want, I can sacrifice a creature to put a 1/1 counter on him.
Okay. I'll have you discard this one.
Sure. I was gonna recommend not letting me just discard for free.
Yeah.
Right. And then anything else?
Then I will pass.
It's kind of like a weird one. Yeah, it's like it.
Draw.
Like I thought, yeah, it was like.
Kids Coilos.
So.
I'm gonna play
Yeah, like again, the hand was like pretty iffy, but I knew you weren't the person.
Starscape Cleric, but I'm gonna offspring it. So I'm gonna pay the extra 3 mana. And I'm gonna get 2 copies, but the second one is a 1/1. And then they're both gonna be triggers for the dog, and one of them is gonna draw me a card. So I'm gonna surveil first. Graveyard. Graveyard. And then draw from the Innocence only once. And pass.
Play a land. I will tap 2 for Elvish Visionary
Sure.
and
Draw a card.
And I will tap 2 for
Twinant Elite, nice. Do you have a token?
Elf Warrior.
Nice.
And then these are flying.
Yeah, but they can't block.
Alright. I think I will pass the turn.
There was a Dimir Demons list, but it didn't have any demons in it. It
just had the-
had Beautiful and Unholy Annex. Those are the,
Land for turn, Kids of Coilos.
and it was just like a set back a regular like Dimir.
Hinterland Sanctifier. Whenever another creature comes in, I gain a life.
Demons list.
I'll
It's
surveil one and draw one.
Where it's like, wants me involved. That's okay.
I'll put that card in the graveyard, and then I'll draw a card off the
Also, I saw
Enduring
a spell
Innocence.
deck that had 3 unstoppable slashers in the board. Or in the deck.
And I'm gonna tap 5 mana again
Yeah, that is interesting.
to
Creatures as far as creatures go.
Yeah.
summon my bat with Offspring,
The main package of the deck. Yeah.
and that's gonna be
Yeah.
Go blank.
2 creatures entering, which means I gain 2 life. And then each of these says whenever I gain life, you lose
Sure,
1.
we'll keep this.
So since I gain 2 life, you're gonna lose 8 life.
Okay.
And then I have 2 guys enter, so I'll surveil twice.
You're gonna duress me.
Graveyard,
Get some of these
graveyard.
equipment cards out of your.
You can't get.
I can't draw from that.
Oh my
Already put it in play.
god. What's this
Pass.
crap?
It's 2 for Richard. So that's fine. I'm just gonna be that. Cost 1 if I have 2 equipment.
Get away.
My favorite champions, but
I'll play
Yeah.
my only resources in the board, so I just could play one.
Yeah.
I guess I'll play one of them. I was gonna play the lot. I'll equip this guy with this. I'll take you for free.
And that's
It's just a 2/2 with double strike.
2/2 with double strike.
Is that Fervent Champion?
Yeah. This man's playing Fervent
Oh,
Champion.
wait, you're playing the list?
No, I'm not playing that. Well, that one is like sus.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
it's
is.
fine.
It's like Kemba and the troll thing, and you have Colossus there.
so for 4,
Yeah, he's just.
I'm gonna cast
Now I can't guess any of this stuff, so I
Unless
should
you
just.
have
Sylvan Messenger.
another resource.
It's a 2/2 trample. When it enters, I reveal the top 4 cards. If they're elf cards, I put them into my hand and the rest at the bottom of the library.
I'm just gonna cast Birthright.
Okay.
3,
Don't need to run out before I champion. Just
so 2 elf cards to my hand.
Okay.
Another like remove this spell.
right.
These at the bottom.
Okay.
Sure.
I would get a Bladehold War Whip if I had that Lava Sword beast. Bladehold War Whip is way worse with that Lava Sword.
Yes.
Core.
Core crit.
Look at this chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
Here you go.
Not sheltered by ghosts.
I
don't have a
will.
creature.
I will pass
Ooh.
the turn.
Sheltered by Ghost, that's kind of
Use the passer.
I feel like I know you process of it.
Look, I'm spinning my wheels.
You did more damage. You did the same amount of damage to you than I did.
Okay, I think I might have it. Only because I have every Star Save cleric in the fucking world. I'm gonna play a rabbit. That rabbit's gonna gain me a life from entering.
I think.
And then I'm gonna surveil and draw cards. I'll gain 1, you lose 4.
What are you talking about?
Surveil. Draw. And then I'm going
This will
to
get a red counter. It still dies.
Yeah, it dies in the
play Bart's all the way. Gain 2 life, make you lose 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these guys go crazy together. I just had so many of them. Usually I'm trying to revive them all at once.
Yeah. Thanks for the game.
Yeah, no problem, man. Appreciate the games. What's it called? Yeah, I remember that deck actually from